Welcome, everybody. We made it to the next level. Let's get this started. How dare you?
I don't know, I don't think it was that bad.
How dare you continue to live?
Yeah, you know, I've considered that myself, but yeah, I'm here.
Is it merely to spite me? You damn fool.
You know, that seems like as good a reason as any, so fuck you.
Those covetous enough to seek my reward deserve only fiery torment.
Okay.
You will share that fate soon enough.
What can I say? I'm a rebel.
You did? You know what? Just fuck it. I'll kill myself.
What the oh, I can actually hang on those things. I didn't realize that. That's an important discovery to make. Wow, how the... Oh,
you actually made the discoveries in the reverse order. You're supposed to discover, hey, why is the entrance covered in... Why is the exit covered in grass?
You know, you make a persuasive argument, and I'm glad that this room is actually somewhat... Well, not really challenging. It's more just like a...
It's a puzzle, same like the jump to the left room.
Yeah.
You just happen to discover things in the reverse order.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like the jump to the left room. Like, how am I supposed to solve this?
And then as I fall down, I think I'm supposed to hit down.
Try it.
This is gonna kill me. Yeah. Oh no! It's just a second door. That's just a fake door, motherfucker. I'm going into the clouds
Don't you feel
because
smart now?
it's heaven. Oh, okay, cool.
The Book of Law shatters.
Oh, cool. So I can go. Yeah, I can go left.
No more rules.
Oh, I've left the tower. I have left the Tower of Heaven, and I'm rebelling. Wait, I
still don't think you can
no
touch
rules.
the yellow blocks.
Fuck.
Even though that was a Book of Law. But now we get the another great track. I believe this is called Luna Ascension.
This is good. This is good music.
I fucking love this
Now
game.
what?
And
You're
love
gonna
the
move,
soundtrack.
I assume. This is kind of hard.
Sorry, everyone. I'm just gonna fucking rock out to this soundtrack.
This is just hardcore platforming. I can deal with this. I've done this like 1,000 times.
Yep.
I don't need no fucking rules. I say as I'm about to die. Clearly.
Well, here's why they needed to keep it a saw blade, so they still had challenges when there weren't rules.
That's a persuasive argument. Oh my god, this is probably the last stage of the game?
It is,
Okay.
because the Book of Law shattered. So if not the final stage, it's at least the penultimate stage. You're in the home stretch. Like I said, this isn't a long game.
No, it isn't. But you know what? That's fine. Because I can find new and exciting ways to fuck it up for 5 more episodes.
Yeah. Stay tuned for 15 more episodes of Tower of Heaven.
Fuck.
Just a great month.
Why do I do this to myself?
This
Why don't I
channel
just...
is a celebration of games.
No, it really is. Like, I love this game.
Yeah, no. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, like... Oh my god. Oh yeah, by now we won't have our mission statement. Do you want to make the... So, do you want to make the mission statement...
It already went up, I thought.
The Walrus?
It went up in... Has that not gone up yet?
No, that one won't go up for another couple weeks.
Well, I'm sure this will go up afterwards. Even if not, our goal is to celebrate games. You threaded the needle on that one. The goal of this channel is to celebrate games. Indie games, what we love about games, game design, that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
which is why we focus on like indie gems, underrated classics, that sort of stuff. I mean, we still are going to play AAA games. We just haven't really focused on them because there's other stuff that we want to shine a light on.
Yeah, like this is a celebration of like the hobby and passion that has brought some of the most joy consistently to our lives and like made our lives better. So we're gonna try and share that joy that we feel and play the games that made us feel good. So a lot of the games that we're gonna play are retro games that people might not have heard of that brought us a lot of joy.
Or indie games.
Or
anything with something with good game design that we feel we can talk about, because good game design makes good games, and we like talking about what works in a game and makes it fun.
I haven't done as well as the first time. Yeah. I realize that.
That's okay. Like, when we started thinking about, like, small indie games to highlight, there was a reason that this was this and Ripple.Zero were some of the first to come to mind during my indie auteur phase in college. Like, I think there's a lot of stuff that even freeware indie games like this, which are very well done in my opinion, have to say. Especially once we get to the ending. I'm really excited to see the ending. As I
You've
said,
never seen the ending?
No,
Why'd you recommend this
I've
game
seen,
to me?
I've seen it.
Have you been lying to me this whole time? Did you just get me to do... Are you like my cousins where you pretended to beat it? Are you like my cousins? You're just trying to pretend like you beat it to get me to do it?
Yeah, I totally beat it. It's okay. Trust me, my dad works at Nintendo.
Just like my cousins. They never got me that Nintendo game, too. I have a dad that works at Nintendo. I don't think I can jump high enough to get to that one. I think that's...
You're gonna have to navigate these saw blades somehow. That's gonna be tricky, though.
I think I just need to keep moving forward.
I would think so. You can't hesitate. You're gonna have to time it right, but it's literally gonna have to be timed perfectly for jump, land, jump, land, jump, land.
Time for experiment and die mentality.
Whee!
Luckily, I'm always in that mentality.
Oh, you're always open to experiment.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Intentional. That was intentional for the timing.
I didn't kill you with my flirting. Whoa, falls to death.
This is the kind of thing that games have brought to our lives.
Yeah. Look at all this joy.
I'm gonna make an XCOM character, name him after you, and then kill him for his mission.
Aw, I love you too, man.
God I'm good at platforming! It's like I'm good at puzzles!
Yeah!
God damn it!
This is a celebration!
This is a celebration! This is a
happy.
celebration! This is happiness! This is the happiness that
happy
games
feels
can
like.
bring.
This is what happy feels like.
I think we've really progressed as a gaming channel.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
We've come so far.
I feel so much empathy towards like Markiplier and others. Especially
okay.
Aaron. Especially Aaron.
Oh, boy.
Oh, fucking goddamn.
Remember that even though
shit.
you will need to just do continuous jumping probably to get the timing for that right, you don't have a time limit right now.
I am well aware. The problem isn't the time limit. The problem is exclusively me being like, I got this, and then immediately fucking it up. I think
it's becoming a pattern on our channel.
Yeah, so like the problem is, like the first time I do it, I'm examining all this shit, and I'm like, oh, I have to avoid that. Oh, and then subsequent times I'm like, I got this. I've memorized the pattern, and then I forget something, and I just fuck it up.
It's the times you fuck up the most is when you're the most confident, ironically.
That is a perfect symbol of that, where I'm like, time, I have the time, I know the saw blade, and then I just
you're so focused on the saw blades, you hit the spikes.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking of the Soul Blazer episode that just went up today in terms of our recording, where you're like, I don't need no Soul of the Great Door, and immediately 2 monster generators spawn with invisible enemies.
Yeah. Good times. We never speak of that. We especially never speak of the Count Lucanor. Damn it! Okay. Going up delayed the timing by a little bit, but then I was already committed.
You would have had it, though, yeah. You were just like a hair of a second too late.
Yeah, you can at least see my reasoning on that one.
Oh yeah, you underestimated how long the jump would take.
Yep. So, yeah, the one time when you flirted with me and I just jumped off the edge, though, that one was, fuck! That one was exactly like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm just, like, not thinking. What were the hardest games that you, like...
Wasn't the Game Boy Mega Man harder than normal Mega Man?
I don't know, I beat both of them. Both of them were pretty... Original Mega Man was much harder than Mega Man 2.
Yeah. Because I know they made it easier.
Yeah, they made it easier to attract more casual audiences. I don't mind. Like, if you're... Mega Man 2 is just more, in my opinion, a little more fun. However, I can't say that with a straight face. Because Mega Man 1 is the thing that made me feel like Mega Man.
You might have to land on the other side before the spikes, then jump again. or after the spikes, then jumping
That's
down.
not a bad idea. I'll give that a shot.
Just with how that timing was, like landing when they're both perfectly in the center, then jumping again.
That makes sense to me.
I don't know if the timing will work out there, but it seems like you're having a hard time landing when they're both not in the middle.
Correct.
I'm glad that we both just sat in silence for that.
I am a smart human being. I have got many accomplishments
Don't you
in my
besmirch
life.
my name, my platforming name.
We're definitely gonna have to cut parts of this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So what timing do you think? It's not gonna be here. It's gonna probably be when both are in the center.
That's what I was thinking, and then jumping again. Because I think it's really hard for you to... Like,
So-
even if it comes all the way to the spike, timing that so you land in the... Like, maybe the middle's the way to go, but you have to time it so that the saw blades are completely as far away from the middle as possible.
I got it. So use a jump as like an arbitrary measuring stick. So
Yeah.
jump and then jump again.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Because honestly, it's either you have to land right after the spikes or in between the saw blades. It's one or the other.
Yeah. So
I think in front of the spikes is easier, though I'm not sure if the timing will make it so that you can, you'll have anywhere to land on your second jump.
yeah. So the landing right in front of the spikes is what I did on the first attempt at this level, I think. But the reason I died on that attempt was I couldn't find ground fast enough. So I think that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So I want to try jumping in the center, but that timing is super hard.
Well, yeah, they pretty much have to be completely opposite ends at that point.
Yeah, and so I think that there's a way to do it where I can, when they're both in the center, I think I can jump in order to judge the exact time that they're, like, I think that there's something I can do to get the time exact. I think that there's some sort of measurement stick I can use, like jumping or
Well, I'd say it's either like when they're perfectly aligned, or when the
No,
saw
no, I
blade,
mean, I've
reaches
tried-
the spikes.
I've tried that already. A lot of those are what I'm saying. I agree with you, and I've tried both of those already, and it didn't work. I got sawed. So I need to try both of those ideas, but slightly off. It's not when they're both in the center or when they're both at the side. I think it's like a couple seconds after that. So I need to do something like a jump right
Wouldn't it be a couple of seconds before?
before or after. Yes.
Because of the delay for your jump.
Yeah. So that's why I'm doing a jump.
Sorry, I thought I was implying like before.
No. So the idea I have is like
Either
when they're in
they-
the center, I jump here and then I jump again,
Yeah.
and then that would be a good way to time it.
Either that or when like
If I don't
right when it
die.
hits the either that or right before it hits the block
That would work
before it changes
too.
direction.
I already tried that, but I can try it again.
Well, I don't know. Like every time I've seen it, I don't think you gave yourself enough lead time to jump again.
Yeah, I have the problem of I keep hitting the spike because I keep.
Well, that too, but I also think just it's like if you jump a few seconds too late.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I can try that. Let me try
I
executing.
mean, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help. I want this to be 6 episodes. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There. No!
I got through it.
Yeah, but you had it. You did great. That was you got through it. Just do that again. And
Okay.
Don't jump straight up into the death.
Look, I was in a rhythm. Okay, I can't. Sometimes you feel the rhythm.
I was you there. I was like, you got this, dead.
By the time you actually saw that, like you were rocking forward with your body, your hands were like in the you got this kind of mentality.
Yeah. I literally thought that jump was gonna be a rightward jump onto the platform, and I leaned forward to be like, nice, and then you jumped straight up into the yellow blocks. And I didn't say nice, I said no.
Yeah.
I intended to be like, cut, what did I say? Let's cut back to the tape and just have it repeat.
Don't show the tape. Don't show the tape.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There. No!
Oh. Man.
Well, that was perfect, so just do it again.
Okay. Can do.
Except better.
I didn't jump high enough.
Well, also the timing was off, too. Well, I guess if you jumped high enough, it would have lagged in the air enough to create your little space.
This is the point where we start cutting.
Yep.
Huh, it wouldn't let me jump. I guess if my head is caught in the wall, it won't let me do
Probably. I mean, because you have a very giant head.
Got it!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Got it! Got it!
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay!
There it goes!
Okay! What? Oh!
Luna Ascension.
Oh, Luna Ascension.
Yeah, I think that was the last level.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so don't fall. Please.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Let me save. How do I save again?
It was Q, I believe, to open the menu.
Q. Okay. Okay.
Q,
X.
yeah. Or yeah, X. There you go. Saved.
Okay. Okay. Y'all saw it.
Yeah.
Y'all saw it. Woohoo!
Hello, Moon.
Hello, Moon. I have ascended you. You're probably the god, too.
The top. The top of the tower.
Hello.
Look at that.
Hello, Mr. Butterfly. Dot, 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 dot. That's your name
Yep.
now.
Dot, dot. You emerge unscathed. Is there nothing left to deter this? Was my gift of humanity truly that poor in ye? State your will, then. There is no prize as precious as that which you have lost.
Oh.
I see. So it shall be, then, if the earth so desires to cut its ties and advance. May peace be with thee. Farewell, traveler.
Is it a rocket to the moon?
Of sorts.
Yay. The destruction of the tower. Oh, color.
Game Boy Color. The reward was Game Boy Color.
Worth it.
I saw the traveler make his way toward the monolith, that thin gash amidst the clouds, an open scene between heaven and earth that eluded the eye of God. Or perhaps it had not. Perhaps it beckoned from one realm to the other, wedded and ruled as one. For look how clean it split the horizon twain. A Tower of Heaven. Journal of an Unknown Traveler.
Huh. So what was your interpretation of the end? Because I feel like I was still caught up in the mechanical rush, which actually removed me from a little bit of
story.
like,
Yeah, well, also because we broke halfway through, so it's supposed to be... This is made in Game Maker. Ideally, it's played all in one go. 2009. My interpretation was that the traveler had to give up his humanity to get his wish granted, and his wish was that God left the world and allowed humanity to advance on its own without the interference of God.
Yeah, I definitely get that the wish is
Came at a cost.
yeah, the wish was something that he was willing to give, and it was apparently the destruction of the tower, which meant the disconnection.
320 deaths.
Oh, there were 2 secrets. Wonderful.
But you unlocked speedrun mode.
Is that just the mode with a timer?
I have no idea. I guess it records your time if you beat the game.
That's
yeah,
cool.
probably. So stay tuned for 10 more episodes of No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
Just that's how we should end this video. Is just a loop of you saying "fuck" like 5 times on repeat.
Fuck.
Set it to a tune.
I'll play the last level again if you want. Fuck.
Okay, let's talk about this. Hopefully we're overdue for another game design roundup. Let's probably prioritize this in either the next one or the one after, because I'd like to dissect that more, because, again, as I mentioned, I feel like the ending really recontextualizes the entire game.
Yeah, someone who's willing to separate themselves from heaven and humanity, or separate themselves from humanity in order to remove themselves from heaven. Yeah, I really enjoy that interpretation. I could see this being Satan or some other character, but I don't think so. This seems like someone who just wants the influence of heaven removed from Earth.
They sacrificed their own humanity to free Earth from the interference of God.
Yeah.
Who considered himself benevolent and was disappointed in them for sacrificing their humanity in such a manner. But the Tower of Heaven, as described at the end, was something that loomed over the world, so tall that it literally cut the horizon in half and you could not see the top, connecting heaven and earth. And he climbed it to destroy it, potentially dying along the way.
Yeah, I assume
defying the will of God.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really powerful ending. That's why I really like it.
Yeah, I wonder if all 320 are different people who have made it up the tower. If that was...
Oh, that'd be an amazing interpretation.
That would... Yeah, if it wasn't all just one person, if it was just...
each death was a different person who tried to defy God.
Yeah.
That's... can't spoil another game that I'm thinking of, but I like that interpretation of this a lot, if that's not the correct interpretation. I'll look it up in time for our game design roundup.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, that's actually perfect timing for time. So...
Yeah.
Episode 5. 5 episodes of Tower of Heaven. Full playthrough.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, everyone.
5 episodes, 320 deaths later.
Yes, and I think that we probably should edit episode 4 and episode 5 together.
We'll see.
Okay.
There's enough that they could each stand on their own.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they're only like 10 minutes apiece or less.
You'll see what we decided. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
And, we love you.
I especially love you. Shut up, God.